I see a beautiful woman with a good heart. Only has to open her eyes to realize that everything she ever wanted, she already has.
You didn't even look at my hand.
But I held it.
Thanksgiving isn't just about turkey and football. For Black families across America, it's also become a tradition to gather around the TV and watch films that celebrate Black culture, family, and resilience. These aren't just movies. They're cultural touchstones that bring generations together, spark conversations, and remind us of our shared history. But here's what makes these films special. They weren't made for Thanksgiving. They became Thanksgiving movies because Black families claimed them, turned them into traditions, and passed them down. Today, we're counting down 8 classic Black films that have become essential Thanksgiving viewing, movies that celebrate family, faith, and the Black experience in America. Starting off at number 8, The Preacher's Wife.
I know you have a master plan, but sometimes you're just a little tough to figure.
Denzel Washington plays an angel sent to help a struggling preacher, Courtney B. Vance, and his wife, Whitney Houston, save their church and their marriage. This remake of the 1947 film The Bishop's Wife relocates the story to a Black church in New York, and the result is pure holiday magic. What makes The Preacher's Wife a Thanksgiving staple is how it captures the importance of the Black church in community life. The film shows the church not just as a place of worship, but as a community center, a political force, and a family. Whitney Houston's performance of gospel standards throughout the film is breathtaking. Her rendition of I Love the Lord in the church scene is one of the most powerful musical moments in any holiday film.
I love the Lord.
The soundtrack became one of the best-selling gospel albums of all time. The film also addresses real issues facing Black communities: gentrification, economic struggle, loss of faith, while maintaining its warmth and humor. From the church to the family table, our next film explores the bonds that hold Black families together through generations. Coming in at number 7, The Color Purple.
This is your son,
Mama!
Steven Spielberg's adaptation of Alice Walker's novel follows Celie, a Black woman in the rural South who endures decades of abuse before finding her voice and her strength. With powerhouse performances from Whoopi Goldberg, Oprah Winfrey, and Danny Glover, it's a film about survival, sisterhood, and redemption. What makes The Color Purple essential? Thanksgiving viewing is its ultimate message of family reconciliation and forgiveness. The film's climactic reunion scene, where Celie is finally reunited with her sister Nettie after decades apart, is one of cinema's most emotionally powerful moments. The film doesn't shy away from the brutal realities of Black life in the early 20th century South: domestic violence, racism, sexual abuse. But it also celebrates the resilience of Black women, the power of female friendship, and the possibility of transformation. Quincy Jones's score blends blues, gospel, and African rhythms to create a musical landscape that honors the film's roots. While The Color Purple spans decades of struggle, our next film brings that struggle into contemporary times with humor and heart. At number 6, Best Man Holiday.
Oh, morning, Shelby.
Oh, go to hell!
I'll probably see you there.
This sequel to The Best Man reunites a group of college friends for Christmas, but it's become a Thanksgiving tradition because it's about what happens when chosen family comes together. The film deals with serious issues: terminal illness, infidelity, career struggles, while maintaining the humor and warmth that made the original a hit. What makes Best Man Holiday resonate is how it shows successful Black professionals dealing with real problems. These aren't stereotypes. They're complex characters with careers, marriages, and messy lives. Director Malcolm D. Lee creates a world where Black excellence is the norm, not the exception. The film's emotional core is the friendship between these characters who've known each other for decades. They've hurt each other, disappointed each other, but they keep showing up. That's what family does, whether blood or chosen. The film earned over $70 million at the box office, proving there was a hunger for Black films about adult friendships and family bonds. From contemporary friendship to 1990s Brooklyn, our next film takes us to the streets where family means everything. The number 5 spot belongs to Crooklyn.
Come on, James, a compliment to your good cooking. Now,
Compliment my butt, that boy is plain greedy.
Spike Lee's semi-autobiographical film follows the Carmichael family in the 1970s Brooklyn. Told largely through the eyes of young Troy, Zelda Harris, it's a love letter to Black family life, capturing both the struggles and the joy of growing up in a tight-knit community. What makes Crooklyn perfect for Thanksgiving is how it celebrates the everyday moments of family life. The arguments, the laughter, the music, the meals. Lee doesn't need a big plot. He just shows us this family being a family, and that's enough. The film's soundtrack is a character itself, featuring classics from the staple singers, the Stylistics, and Sly and the Family Stone. The music doesn't just set the period, it captures the soul of Black life in the 70s. Lee also addresses serious issues, financial stress, gender roles, illness, but always through the lens of family love. The film's emotional climax deals with loss in a way that's honest and heartbreaking. While Crooklyn celebrates family togetherness, our next film explores what happens when a woman refuses to conform to expectations. Coming in at number 4, She's Gotta Have It.
Happy birthday, sweetheart.
Thank you.
And I have another surprise for you.
Spike Lee's breakthrough film follows Nola Darling, a young Black woman in Brooklyn who refuses to choose between her 3 lovers. Shot in black and white on a tiny budget, it announced Lee as a major new voice in American cinema. What makes She's Gotta Have It a Thanksgiving film is how it's become a tradition for families to debate its themes. Is Nola empowered or confused? The film sparks conversations about relationships, independence, and what Black women owe to anyone. The film was revolutionary in centering a Black woman's sexual agency. In 1986, Hollywood rarely showed Black women as complex sexual beings with their own desires and choices. Lee gave us Nola Darling, who refuses to apologize for wanting what she wants. Shot for just $175,000, the film grossed over $7 million and launched Lee's career. It proved that Black independent cinema could be both artistically ambitious and commercially successful. From Brooklyn to a magical version of New York, our next film takes us on a journey to find home. Breaking into the top 3 at number 3, The Wiz.
It's just a statue. Made of stone, see?
This all-Black reimagining of The Wizard of Oz stars Diana Ross as Dorothy, a Harlem schoolteacher who gets swept into a magical version of New York City with Michael Jackson as the Scarecrow and a score by Quincy Jones. It's a visual and musical spectacle. What makes The Wiz a Thanksgiving tradition is its message about finding home and appreciating what you have. Dorothy's journey through Oz is really a journey to understanding that home isn't just a place. It's the people who love you and the community that supports you. The film's production design transforms New York landmarks into a fantastical Oz. The World Trade Center becomes the Emerald City. The subway becomes a terrifying underworld. It's a love letter to New York and to Black urban culture. While the film was a box office disappointment in 1978, it's found its audience over the decades. The soundtrack, featuring Ease on Down the Road and Home, has become a classic. From the fantasy of Oz, we return to reality with a film about family expectations and uncomfortable truths. The runner-up at number 2, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Let me tell you something. I owe you nothing.
Sidney Poitier stars as Dr. John Prentice, a successful Black physician who brings his white fiancée home to meet her liberal parents. What follows is a tense dinner where everyone's beliefs about race and love are tested. What makes this film relevant for Thanksgiving is obvious. It's literally about a stressful family dinner where uncomfortable truths come out. Every family has that Thanksgiving where someone brings home a partner who challenges everyone's assumptions. The film was groundbreaking in 1967, released just months after the Supreme Court struck down laws banning interracial marriage. Poitier's character is deliberately perfect, successful, educated, respectful, to make the parents' hesitation about race even more uncomfortable. While some critics today find the film dated, it remains powerful in how it forces its liberal characters to confront their own prejudices. It's easy to support civil rights in theory, harder when it affects your own family. From interracial romance to Black family dynamics, we arrive at the film that defines Thanksgiving for Black families. And finally, at number 1, Soul Food.
When you need me, call me.
This ensemble drama follows the Joseph family, 3 sisters, and their extended family who gather every Sunday for soul food dinner at Big Mama's house. When Big Mama falls ill, the family begins to fracture, and it's up to her grandson Ahmad to bring them back together. What makes Soul Food the ultimate Thanksgiving film is obvious. It's about the power of family meals to hold everyone together. The Sunday dinners at Big Mama's table are sacred rituals where the family reconnects, argues, laughs, and loves. The film addresses real issues, class differences between siblings, infidelity, financial stress, but always comes back to the table. Director George Tillman Jr. understands that for Black families, food isn't just sustenance, it's love, tradition, and connection. The cast, including Vanessa Williams, Vivica A. Fox, Nia Long, and Mickey Pfeiffer, creates a believable family with all its complications. You recognize these people, the successful sister, the struggling sister, the one trying to hold everyone together. The film's success led to a Showtime series that ran for 5 seasons, proving the appetite for stories about Black family life. But the original film remains the gold standard for Thanksgiving viewing. These 8 films represent more than just entertainment. They're traditions that bring Black families together during the holidays. If this warmed your soul, just wait for what's next. Hit like, tap subscribe, and stay tuned for more cinematic gems hidden in plain sight.